It's a new year. It's a new day. Every week, we want to know your reasons why.
From Arizona to Los Angeles, I watch Reasons.
From Dallas to LA.
From Kansas City all the way to LA.
From KC
to Florida
to LA.
We watch Reasons. And it starts now.
What's up, y'all? Y'all just tuned in to Reasons. In case y'all didn't, I always forget to say my name.
Forget to say your name.
I used to be right on it, dog. It used to be.
Who are you?
It's a
Tell
whole
us
new
who you
program,
are.
big
That's
dog.
what it is.
It's your boy Fuel.
Fat boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We in here.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, for a change, we kind of live now on Instagram because I never done it. We remember we was in college though. We was
That's all
using
we
live
did.
on Instagram,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Yeah, okay. So I haven't did it since then.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
I think I got bougie with the studio and shit. And thought,
Yeah, you
I
got
don't
rich
need-
on this.
I don't need Instagram
no more.
but I'm
back down.
So if you guys just tuning in, y'all tuning in to Reasons, and the main reason of this show is to be able to tell us what you think about whatever content that we're actually talking about today. Give us a reason why you think the way you think. All right. And what's up, big dog?
Man, Fat boy in the building, man. I'm just happy to be here, y'all. I'm excited, man. I'm ready for the show today, man.
Yeah.
Good to see you. How you doing, man?
It's been a rough week, dog.
Working hard, huh?
Yeah, it's been a rough week.
Always.
And when I say a rough week, I'm talking about a rough week.
What happened? What you do?
Man, I'm on air. I don't know if I can talk about it.
Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. I
Not
might
too
have to give you the scoop a little. I mean, it was just kind of like a confusing. I had a very confusing conversation with someone,
A woman, obviously.
basically,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like, you know how you think somebody's listening, but they're not listening.
They never do.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like she was. I don't know. I mean, she was upset. And I'm trying to be cool and everything or whatever, but I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it.
You
Because
don't care. You don't. I think Phil, you where I am too. You just.
But I try to be cool.
You
because
try to be
it's
cool,
not,
but you don't care enough to care.
do I care enough to care?
I said you don't care enough to care.
No, I care enough to care. I mean, if that's what you're saying, I mean, I care. That's the problem.
I'm talking about the situation. Like, okay, once the situation occurs and it's an issue, it's like, okay,
Mhm,
I care about your feelings,
mhm.
but I don't care enough to just let it take over my day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
let it consume me and let it wreck my brain, that type of shit. That's why
Right,
I mean, you
right.
care
Well,
enough.
I
You
mean, I
don't
know I
care
care.
enough to care.
Sometimes you get conversation with people that you really care about, to the point where I do kind of take it to heart, because for one, I don't want no one to feel or think of me in a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be that, calm, cool, collect, and chill. But then you know how sometimes you have a conversation, they kind of like push your buttons. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
And then you just be like, okay,
I'm
you know.
cool.
And then
Yeah.
that's why I have to just walk away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Smart
just be done
man.
with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's just the
mature
whole
man
thing.
right there.
You know what I mean? And that's how, yeah. So that's how it's been a crazy week. That's all I
Oh
can
well,
say.
yeah. I had a ball this weekend, man. I
Yeah,
went
we had-
bowling.
Uh-huh.
And you know me, man. It's always some type of lady involved.
Right,
You know, with
right.
me, I got to have them.
Right.
You know,
Mhm,
it's a part of what makes me grow.
mhm.
But yeah, I had a great weekend bowling. Hung out with the family. It was a great weekend, man. And just came and tapped in with the ladies on Tuesday. You know, I'm an honorary member of their show. I'm coming in to steal a show every
Right.
once in a while, ladies. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm just ready to get back to the show, man. What we got today?
Oh man.
Talk
So
to
we got a lot going on today. First of all, let's happy St. Patrick's Day, you
Happy
guys.
St. Patrick's.
Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We love it. Oh, I forgot. It was a topic I forgot to tell you about.
Yeah, Fat Boy decided not to wear green. I haven't wore celebrate St. Patty's in years, y'all.
One of the topics, man, that I had was about the Ukraine and how uh uh basically, I want to put prayers out there to them and their
Shout out to Ukraine.
families in Ukraine. The other topic is what is a good first date restaurant, and are chain restaurants not appropriate?
For a first date.
for a first date.
Okay.
And
I
then
like
it was
that.
funny because we was on the
We
same
gonna say
page
we
this
didn't
week
even
or whatever, right?
we didn't even text each other or nothing. We end up like not even communicating on it, and now listen to my topic.
Yeah, go ahead. What was it?
Right on point. Is it okay to bring your child
On the
first date?
Ain't that crazy?
Right? And why or why not? But that was just that's great minds think alike, man.
Right,
That's how that works.
right. And there was something else. It was something else. I might be missing something today. There it is right here. I'm tripping. I can see.
Is we missing it though?
But yeah, so basically it was about the let's go into the news real quick, man.
Get to it.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
This is I'm not I don't get too much deep into politics because I don't know the whole
What's going on.
But from what I see is certain things that I see that emotionally bothers me about how certain people act or react to this whole thing that's going on. And I say that to say there's a lot of talk shows at night joking
about people losing their lives.
People in you know what I'm saying? And I don't care what it is, man. It's no laughing matter.
It's not laughing matter
at all.
It's not a laughing matter at all.
Sometimes you just kind of like some stuff you just leave alone.
Yeah, like I do.
You know what I'm saying? Don't joke about it and feel like you're making people feel a certain way or whatever because you're there. They're
trying to lighten the
laughter,
moment.
trying to lighten the moment. That ain't the case in this.
No, not at all.
This ain't where you should be at.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that bothers me very much. I quit looking at late night shows, man, because it's kind of like, what's so funny about this?
It's a parody on lives lost, but they've been doing that shit.
I know they've been doing. That's what I'm saying.
Do.
That need to stop, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You writers need to come up with something different,
Have
something
more
better,
character,
something.
more
Yeah,
integrity.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna say something more positive about it and let it go.
If you're gonna make a joke, let's make a positive joke.
Or positive. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but I don't think there's no way that you can
make a positive joke. You can make a joke about how Ukraine is whooping Russia's ass, and you didn't expect it to happen.
Well,
you get what I mean?
But you're still talking about
lives
people's
lost.
lives.
You definitely are.
You're still talking to people being killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different if if I don't really see nothing different about it. Basically, when you're talking about a whole country and families and millions of people having to relocate to different areas or whatever, and the ones that can't get out are the ones that are getting killed. Even some are our own reporters from the U.S.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is there to joke about?
Nothing. Not one deal.
Nothing.
One deal. Even with me, when it comes to like, Ukraine is not very fond of black people.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep my opinions to myself, and I'm still, like you say, when the show started out, like I said, when the show started out, shout out to Ukraine, for fighting for where they live. And we'll talk about, their disliking. Nobody likes us. You get me? Right. I understand that. But that I'm not gonna take the time to shine a light on how I feel, and people are, like you said, losing their lives.
Right.
And so I kind of keep my opinion to myself about it.
Right.
And like I say, I'm still rooting for them.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want nobody to come in my house and take, my home where I live, what I know, just for their own gain.
Right.
So I'm definitely down with them, and then we'll handle, how they deal with their black people another time.
Right. And the thing is, the other thing is basically, there's, even they look up to America.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, they need in our help.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't? I don't think majority of countries, whatever, always end up
needing our help.
Or either that, or we just always in somebody else's business.
We stay. Well, it's all of the above.
Right. So what I'm saying is, when the president of the Ukraine actually went on TV and kind of like asked for the help or whatever, and he was very sympathetic about everything that's going on and real heartfelt about asking. You know what I'm saying? And so then you turn the channel later, at night, and there's jokes about it.
Yeah, that's sad.
It's sad.
Who is it? Jimmy Kimmel?
It's all of them.
Jimmy Kimmel always got some bullshit.
It's mostly all of them, man. I can't remember. Jimmy Kimmel will be one.
Jimmy Kimmel's always.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just don't. I say sometimes, man, you writers leave it alone.
Yeah,
Let you know, if you're
can't come
gonna
up
do
with
anything, say
anything else.
something nice and be supportive or whatever, because that's what they look for from us.
That's
or
what they
whatever.
need.
Do you think that they're in their country looking at TV, laughing at what you're
I
saying?
don't even think they watch.
Do you think they're listening on the radio, whatever?
Yeah.
You think they're laughing to what we're saying? No.
It's
You know
sad
what I'm
out there,
saying?
man.
So yeah, so I had to get that off my chest.
Gotta get that off your chest, man. Had to.
Nick is in the house. What's up,
Hey, Nick? What's happening?
Hey, who we
What's
got,
happening?
man? I'm live here on Instagram, man.
What got in there on
I
Instagram?
haven't done it. I ain't got nobody on here, dog.
Ain't
They don't know.
nobody jumped
They probably surprised. They probably like, shit, that can't be Fuel on there because he's never on there. But I'm gonna keep it on there just to see, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, you guys, if you out there watching, definitely subscribe to YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube Fired Up Broadcasting. No, youtube.com/Fired Up Broadcasting. All right.
Like
and subscribe,
share,
all this stuff. Share.
click
you
the
know what I'm saying?
notification bell so you will be able to get the notifications come straight to your phone whenever we go live. You'll be able to tap in with us right away.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had something going on in entertainment.
Yeah, man. Kanye West. I gotta talk about it.
Okay.
You know, I'm pretty sure all of our viewers have been following Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. The breakup is really messy. She's dating Pete Davidson now.
Right.
And what I want to talk about today is Kanye West kind of got into it with D.L. Hughley because D.L. Hughley is saying he's stalking Kim Kardashian and all of these things. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about with Ryan Coogler last week. I'm just kind of sick of our people lining up to shit on our people.
Right.
I think what we need to start doing is handling a lot of our shit behind closed doors. When Kanye did what he did with the MAGA hat, I didn't like it, but I handled that behind closed doors because I know that what Kanye has done in the fashion world has opened up the door for Virgil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these black designers, right?
Right.
Of course, we already know Dapper Dan and what Dapper Dan has done, but Kanye is the new Dapper Dan, and has taken fashion to another level, musically to another level. The things that he has done for our culture that they don't talk about, I feel like, what has D.L. Hughley done for our culture but talk on the damn radio? Then you can go ahead and assassinate another man's character. You know, you don't know anything. You don't know the inner dealings of what's going on with their relationship. You just hear like everybody else hears.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong though. Didn't Kanye start the whole thing about not knowing who? Like he said something about his jokes, or whatever, and you really don't get it unless you watch it a trillion times or something. Then he started it off with that, right? And then that's when D.L.
Is that when D.L. Hughley? But he talked about his jokes, not about his family.
Well, that's true.
You get what I mean? I think that if you were offended about what he said about your jokes, then talk about his music.
Right.
Talk about the clothes. You're a comedian.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's talk about that. But when you start to involve yourself in another man's family and you don't know what's going on, especially knowing how these women have been ruining black men since they came in the game.
Right.
The only one they didn't ruin is Ray J.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But and so for you to bandwagon on top of that, it kind of just it takes a lot of credit and it makes me look at D.L. Hughley another way.
Yeah.
Because you don't care about Kim. You don't, but this man has the right to say, hey, my daughter, I don't want my daughter on TikTok.
Right.
I want to be a real father. And I deal with that a lot, being a father of two daughters and having to compromise with the mothers because fathers don't get the respect that they should. Right. Especially when you are not with the mother.
Right.
And I think that if D.L. Hughley understood that, then he would mind his motherfucking business. Excuse me.
Hey, Fat Boy's a little
lit. Yeah, lit on that one. But
He's a little hot on that one, dang it.
But other than that, just shout out to Kanye, man. Kanye, keep going. Keep getting money, man, and mind y'all damn business. Go get $6 billion, man, and then worry about it later. That's what you could do. You know, stop worrying about what he's doing with his life and do what you do with yours, and maybe we'll make it as a people.
It's funny. I don't really, and the funny thing, I don't follow. I mean, I seen the rant on Twitter, but I don't really follow, you know, what Kanye does. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if I seen someone's personality, I see certain things that they, you know, put it this way: what he does has got him where he is, and that's basically a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I can't knock them for that. But you know, it's some things or whatever that do be kind of crazy or whatever. Who we got going on
We
up
got
there?
Farron in the building. What's up, sis?
What's up?
What's
up?
happening?
There's in the house. Who's that on Facebook?
That's,
Oh, okay.
that has to be. You want me to read that?
Yeah.
It says Dia. That's who is that? Carolyn has to be.
Yeah, if our
because
producer hit the daggone button, I don't know what he's doing.
What you over there doing,
hit the
man?
button, man.
Press the button.
There you go.
Dio, Facebook user is probably Carolyn. Dio throws me off on many occasions, even in some of his comedy. Me too, man. I think Dio try to play both sides. And this the thing about,
but say, like by saying serious things, but trying to make it as a joke.
No, just one way he for the culture, and then next time he not. You know what I mean? Because he's
feel talking about who he's for.
I feel like far leftists. When you so far left, you forget that your ethnic background, where you come from. You get what I'm saying? You just for whatever's supposed to be right.
Right.
And so I think a lot of times he's just speaking out the side of his neck because he wants to be seen as woke. Right, because he far left and he feels like everyone deserves the health care, and you know what I mean. So he feel like he's super woke, but then in the same breath, a woke person wouldn't speak on shit they don't know. Right. Because we all know that a person that knows everything knows that they know nothing at all. Right. And so for you to speak confidently about someone's life and what they're doing and not know the intertwining things, like she said, it throws me off as well, right? And it's kind of like you playing both sides, because a year before the MAGA hat, everybody was rooting for Kanye and saying, why is he dating Kim Kardashian? Right? And so don't let the MAGA hat change you against your people, because you really gonna hate a lot of the people y'all look up to, especially on the far left Democrats that been selling black people to the highest bidder for the last 40 years.
There you have it. Dang on it. That was deep. I can't even say nothing. What we got in the chat?
We got new messages too.
He said, what did he say? Dio throws me out. Oh, what was the last one? There it is. Go ahead. Go ahead, fat boy.
Oh, hey, this guy is cool, but what happened to your woman co-host?
Who's that?
I don't know. Leonard.
Kim Leonard? Oh. Well, Miss Leonard,
Miss Leonard, fat boy is here now.
No, what's up? But seriously, the other co-host, basically, you know what I mean, she lives too far to make it here on time. But she's a good woman. She's good, you know.
She's Skype her in, for a couple shows.
Yeah, and she's still, you know, part of Fired Up. You know what I mean. So, you know, she'll be a guest on the shows from time to time, whatever. Just, you know, as far as co-hosting or whatever, it was too much of a distance. There you have it.
Now. Do you not like me, Miss Leonard? Huh?
But you know what? And you know, actually, that's good, because now I see that you pay attention to the show, and we love that or whatever. So hopefully, we still bring you good content, good, you know, entertainment and all that good stuff or whatever, and good conversation. So, matter of fact, Kim, tell us, what do you think as far as the Kanye West and D.L. Hughley thing? If you got any comments about it. Oh, and also, you guys, coming up, we have a segment called Dear Brothers, Dear Sisters. And basically what this is when you can actually record your questions on your phone. It could be on your phone, it could be at the house or whatever, and send it to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. That's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. All right. So definitely, like you said, we have one that came in today. We ain't started yet though. Don't think I'm gonna start. Oh, okay. I thought he's but we do have one. We got one today that we got one. Ooh, it's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be juicy. So stay tuned for that section. All right. What we got up there? Comment?
Next comment. What we got? Okay, thank you for taking the time to explain.
Of course. I always like DL. He's a straight shooter. That's what Nick said.
Okay.
He's a straight shooter, but still
sometimes he's still doing too damn much.
Yeah. But I think that's with a lot of us, to be honest with you. When we get to a certain point, you know, sometimes you get up there where you think your word is God, basically,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we
and
get a
because
little
you got
money,
so
we
many,
think we got
because
something
you
to
got
say.
so many listeners and
Mhm.
stuff like that, you
Mhm.
know, I want to get to the point.
No, you know what though?
That's what I want to get to.
I
No.
want to get to the influence.
Right.
But one thing about me
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
I'm always gonna mind my damn business.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I think I'm the type too that has to have that common sense to know when what not to talk about.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And sometimes people talk about it just because it's going to be ratings. It's going to
No,
be,
for
you know,
sure.
it's going to be
For
controversial. It's going
sure.
to be, you know, which is fine. You know, some things you got to pick your battle pretty, you know.
Yeah, you gotta pick your battles for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Definitely.
You know, we got
It says Kanye should remain off social media. It's not the place for his antics.
yeah.
I agree, but as you would say, Miss Leonard, and I'm gonna call you Miss Leonard for the rest of the show since I'm new. Who are we to say that it's antics? I think a lot of times the way that me and Phil was just talking about this a couple of days ago. A lot of times the way that he says it is worse than what he's actually saying.
Oh yeah.
Right? And so lately, the antics is he doesn't want North on TikTok.
Yeah.
He doesn't want them to make money off of his daughter. He wants to be an involved parent. Those are not antics to me.
Right.
Right? That is a man speaking out against the system, right?
Yeah.
And if you've been in America long enough, you know that in a relationship, no matter how much money you have, the women have more rights over the children than the man.
Do you think sometimes when someone goes on social media, they kind of like putting their business out there, is it because they're not being heard through the people that they has the problem with? You know what I'm saying? And it feel like you're giving that getting that attention now or whatever as to, and you kind of look for a little like confirmation, you know what I'm saying, as to, you know, are you right? So people say, oh yeah, you're right, or this shouldn't be happening, you know what I'm saying? So other people can see that, so you can listen and then say, oh, well, maybe I am wrong, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, which they probably don't even care. But I'm saying is because I think when a celebrity put their business out in the street, it's because they want them to, they're trying to show somebody else how wrong they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How much I think that,
or how long they think they are, instead of discussing
it
or trying to have that.
both.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to show how they're being wrong, but then also trying to swing the image of the media, right? And swing, because you can hear it from me directly. It's better when we hear it from the artist or from the entertainer what's going on, because the media just points him and paints him as a crazy black man.
Right.
But because he worth $6 billion, because he's been breaking the fashion threshold, he's been breaking fashion barriers, right? Virgil and all of these guys who are really making money in the fashion world is due to what Kanye West has done.
Right.
Not just in fashion, but in music.
Yeah.
Not just in music, but in politics.
Yeah.
Right? Getting involved, showing you that you have a voice. Now, with the MAGA hat, did it go too far? It did. But he was showing you that you don't have to let people tell you what to vote for and dictate what you do.
Right. And that's, I mean, that's true enough, and that's fine. But I'm saying more of the personal.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about
for the personal, for now, he wants people to know that it's not just him, because they're painting an image that he's crazy. And he wants people to know, no, I'm not crazy. I don't want them to be making money off of my daughter and she's such a little kid.
Right.
She should not be on TikTok.
Right.
Disney should not be making money off of her before she can
decide for herself.
Before she can decide for herself. Exactly. And so when we call it antics, that's just our people turning against our people again. Right? Because we don't listen to what he's saying. We're more listening to the delivery. Because men don't. Right?
I'm gonna be the
devil's advocate. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because this is the thing. Okay. Sometimes when when a parent or whatever, and you guys break up, and you're left with the child basically, and you have to do, you know, you got to bring that kid up, whatever. You know, you're gonna only bring her up the best way that you can, in the way that you know. And if there's a way to basically make your kid money or make it, you know, get in that business or whatever. Don't get me wrong.
But does she need to make money when her father's worth $6 billion?
Well, it's not the fact of her needing to or whatever. It's just finding a path for herself. Now she gets old enough If when she
5?
gets old enough, she can probably like say, "No, I don't like doing this." But then again, that might not happen.
Why
But
are
what
we
I'm saying,
see? And this is what I want, and this is why I mess with Kanye.
Ooh, we got some comments.
Why are we hoeing our children out for
Uh-huh.
money?
Why are we holding our children?
Why
out?
are we hoeing
hoeing
our children out for money?
No, it's not.
No,
hoeing.
it
It's not
is.
hoeing
It
them out.
is because
no. Because this is if your kid got talent. I wish mama would have hold me out for
No.
because
No.
if she seen my talent and feel like, okay, I'm gonna put you in this. I'm gonna put you in that. I'm gonna have you do that. If you see my talent, that's one thing.
North is like
And
5
put me
years
out.
old, bro.
And she could be talented. She could be smart.
She's making.
We don't know.
She's making
these
TikTok
kids these days are
videos.
geniuses.
She's making TikTok videos, cussing and making songs.
Well,
That's
different.
She's not displaying talent.
Yeah.
Fuel.
Right.
If she was
right.
displaying,
I get that.
if she was displaying talent, yes, I know that he would agree to get her on to Disney to get on one of those shows.
I get that.
They're hoeing her out, and he's trying to stop that
I get
because
that.
North doesn't.
I think. Hold on. Stop. I think
Pause on the word.
Pause.
Yeah.
No.
But,
I think the word hoeing them out is too harsh of a word for kids.
okay.
You know,
well, they're pimping them. Same thing. Same difference. They pimping their children. It's the same difference. It's the same thing. Like you pimping your children, and what he's trying to do is stop his child from getting pimped at a young age.
Or is it also an attention thing for him? You know what I'm saying? Is it an attention thing for him?
Listen.
Why? No.
Kanye
Listen. Yeah.
The world has all the attention. Every time
somebody just asked something about being relevant. But what I'm saying, and we'll go back to that.
A lot of comments.
But what I'm saying is, listen, dog. What I'm saying is this. You know, true enough, you know, that could be the case. True enough, if he feel like his daughter is being pimped out or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But she's the one that's taking care of him. She's the one has to bring this kid up or whatever without him. You know, I mean, he's still involved.
Why is it without him?
Listen, I know, but that's the problem. Is his involvement is what I think more of the claim about him is his involvement, and he's not being able to be involved in what's going on with his daughter. Now, that's one thing that I agree with. You know, he should have more involvement, whatever goes on, and a say what his daughter should be able to do and not do. Period. You know what I'm saying? He should have that say. But now with that said though, you know what I'm saying? You keep y'all do that.
Right.
Y'all have that
without the professional eye.
Why give us for us? Why make it a conversation for us to be? You know what I'm saying?
I think that is easier said than done for people like us, right?
Because no, it's not easier said than done.
If he doesn't say anything, there is already a picture painted of him.
Okay, but
listen to what I'm saying. Though.
Not to say he don't say anything. I said he keep it to them between them and their family.
Because of the family that they have, nothing that they do will be in between them. It will be personal because that's how they make their money.
But true,
it's off the attention of that type of behavior.
Okay. Now say that. Hold that thought though. Listen. That's what he married into.
I get that.
That was already no.
Knew that.
Okay.
Of course you knew that.
So okay, you know that. And now maybe you're trying to stop it, yes. And maybe you feel like you have a say, which you do, which you should have. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in that for sure. But the point
he should have.
Yeah, that's what I say. He should have.
He does.
But well, he has it, but he don't because obviously that's why he's was on social media complaining. But you know what I'm saying? But the point is, the fact is you knew you married into this. You know what I'm saying? You know their kids ain't the first kids that's been on social media. You know?
Yeah, but you don't see
Chloe's kids have been on there before.
Yeah, but you don't see Scott's son in TV.
Because he ain't relevant. Nobody give a shit about Scott. Nobody who. But do you even see Scott?
Nobody gives a shit about Chloe's kids. But they're always on TV.
Man, you better leave Chloe alone.
You get what I'm saying?
Now you're messing up. Leave Chloe alone.
We don't see.
What's up, Marshall?
We don't see we don't see the one that we don't see Travis Scott and them daughter all around. Yep. That shit is that's a choice.
Okay.
You have a choice not to let the media. But you have to understand too
who's running the whole daggone Kardashians?
The mother.
The mother.
Of course.
Okay. And what has she been doing since day one? Putting them out there or whatever to make money and learn. Now, don't get me wrong.
I'm saying is
don't
Kanye
get me wrong.
Has a right.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I agree totally what they're doing. All I'm saying is that this is what you married into,
So because
or whatever.
because it's
And
what
not
he
say that
married
you,
into.
not to say you shouldn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the word, you should expect it, but there's a way that you should try to be able to
But
stop
does
it.
that make
You have
it
the right.
though?
No. You have the right to try to stop that shit. I do. I believe in
No,
that.
but I'm saying because he married into it, does it make it right on what they're doing to him?
Mhm.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because of course he signed up for it, right?
Mhm.
But he loved her. They had children together. They had a family.
Exactly.
Right? So they had something. I don't know what happened in between them. That ain't my business.
Right.
But once they separated,
Mhm.
when they separate, does all of his rights disappear? Does
Damn
he
near.
no longer have
Damn near.
control over the children,
Well,
the child that he put into this world?
Let's say for instance, you get married, right?
That's why I'm not.
And you
Go ahead. We got comments.
We got comments. Hold on.
Let's
Let's
get
get the comments first. What we got?
Kim
Kim
Leonard
said?
said, "I missed the old Kanye."
Right, me too.
He
Me
been
too.
the same.
That's why I guess
he
that's why
always
I'm
been the
running.
same way.
No, he ain't.
He
Go
always
ahead.
been.
No,
that
he
way.
has not.
He been
Go
crazy
ahead.
for a while now, y'all. You want me to read
Well,
this
yeah,
one?
go. I can't hardly see it. Go ahead.
It says, "A lot of the folks just like to stay relevant, but he's a bit out there. Stop publicizing your personal shit."
Thank you, Nick. That's what I said.
But the issue with that is we're saying that before he spoke on his family, there had already been an image put out against him. So all he's doing is speaking against us being said. Because if you wake up, everything is cool. We can say that because our life is.
But you can handle that behind closed doors, dude.
How?
Why? Because that's your family. That's your people. But why do we gotta know what's going on?
No, listen to what I'm saying. But if someone is painting a picture of you,
Mhm.
it won't matter what I say in the public. But in the private, in the public, people look at me this way.
Back it up. Before he was even married to the Kardashian, he painted a picture of himself on himself. That was on him. I think so. When he did the crazy tactics, all that kind of crazy stuff, the tactics, all the crazy stuff that he did back in the day, how he talked about
slavery being a choice,
everything. That's just the whole thing. For the fact that everybody been thinking, so Kanye's out there.
So
right?
Can
That's
I say
what
this?
Everybody was
Can
thinking.
I say this? But when we go there, that's why I say we got to stop, listen to what he's saying and listen to what he said. Not how he said it, but what he said. But do you know that there is some truth to that? Because there are some people that hold on.
No,
because
listen, there's some truth. There's some truth to everything.
Pause. Listen to what I'm saying. There were people who revolted and also killed themselves rather than to be slaves. So slavery was a choice of the people who, once they seen those people broken, they said, well, we're not going to go against that. So they chose to go with it.
I agree.
Because of what he said and we didn't like what they said, but it is a choice.
Okay.
Because you could have chose death.
Okay. But
could you not have chose death?
The one thing that I agree is the things that he may say, there is some truth in it, but it's how he says it and how he brings it out. And the way he brings it out has a crazy antic to it. It has some sort of, other narrative that make him sound crazy.
I think it's because we're not used to.
Let's get to the Western.
Yeah, because we're not used to black men speaking up.
There's one way. There's one thing to speak up, and there's another way to speak it up right. You know what I'm saying? And there's one way to
jump in there. Y'all crazy.
Yes, see.
Let's get to it. Y'all crazy.
What was the other one? Okay. What's this? Ooh, this is long. I can't see. Man, I wish I could see it.
You want me to go with?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said,
who is that?
That's
Facebook
Carolyn,
user.
I think. Facebook user.
Let us know who you are, Facebook user.
He can speak intelligently, just like on the radio. He discussed the difference in sentencing for African Americans versus caucus. For example, Jesse Smollett being black, receiving 150 days in jail versus the white guy that they raped a girl not far from where I didn't see the rest from where he was.
You got to hit the
thing.
You don't know where to hit it. Hit it at the bottom of the comment. Put the comment and then hit it down there at the bottom. Go to the comment on the screen. Yeah, now go to the bottom of it. Can you pull it up? Man, come on. Never mind. All right, go. Let's go to the next. We'll the next one. I'll bring it up.
Okay, this is Kim. It's antics if you are on social media. He knew about the Kardashian before he got with.
Yes,
I don't feel sorry for Ye.
Thank you.
I understand.
That's exactly what I said. What's the next one?
Run them. Gotta change my image.
Marshall. Okay, Marshall.
That was from Marshall. I'm sorry about that. I gotta start reading the name.
Nick.
This was from Nick Dick. But what he has done prior to that tells a lot. Prior to North being on TikTok.
Exactly. That's basically what I was talking about.
Okay.
Jamar.
Okay. Jamar says, "Welcome to the new era. People are more desperate." I don't think Kanye desperate, y'all. He worth $6 million.
But still,
hold on.
No, he has a point.
Do you need clout when you worth $6 billion?
Yes. Because why?
Don't.
You do need when you're trying to stay relevant and you need attention. You can have all the money in the world, but if nobody is paying attention to you or whatever, you have to say you're trying to get out there. You're putting albums out or whatever. You're trying to stay relevant.
I don't know. Okay,
just by whatever little rant that you come with.
Let me tell you this. Yes, that helps with promotion.
Exactly.
It does.
Exactly.
But can I tell you this? I don't know what our viewers are like and our demographic is, but if you don't know, Kanye is always relevant because someone is always wearing his sneakers or clothes. He's always relevant. He's never not relevant. Maybe not.
Not to say.
Listen,
but you have to stay relevant.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Nobody say he's never relevant.
No, he's always relevant.
Nobody say he wasn't.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying he never goes out of relevancy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's someone always wearing a pair of Kanye tennis shoes. There's someone always wanting to get on a Kanye West record. He's always Kanye West. Okay. So now do the antics and do the shit help push and promote?
Exactly.
Yes, it does. But,
exactly.
But does
nobody said he's
needed to be relevant? I doubt it.
Nobody said he's
because he's relevant.
Nobody said he needs to be, but the point is
he uses it.
He used that.
Does he use it? Yes, he uses it. But I don't think he needs it.
I didn't say he needs it.
Because that's what everybody says like he needs this.
No,
I don't think he needs
Kanye
it.
is smart. Kanye is smart. He gives the people what they want. Crazy gets. I mean, now you're gonna cover it while I'm talking, while I'm reading. Crazy gets attention and money. Exactly. And that's basically all it is. That's all it is, dude.
Crazy.
Although they're saying, do we have to? No. But when you're in the limelight, when you're in the limelight like you are,
6 billion.
It doesn't. Yeah, but when you're in the limelight like you are, you want to stay in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Then basically, what are you going to do?
He in the limelight. This is what I'm trying to say.
You get to a certain point in entertainment, dog. You want your name to be heard. You want to be relevant.
I get that.
So you're going to do things or whatever. Why do you think when the first little crazy things that he did or whatever, the next thing you know, an album's out? And then the album blows up.
Well,
why didn't the little crazy things he did when they opened up a new store? The album, it's a tactic. It's a thing or whatever that they do. Now, not only that. So what I'm saying is,
but he's already.
So what I'm saying is, when it comes
you're
to
looking for it, right?
Nobody said he's not relevant.
You're almost looking for what Kanye's
Nobody
doing.
said he's not relevant, but he does things to stay relevant. That's what he's saying. Break it down. Let's go.
Please, somebody break it down to me because I don't understand how you.
What's the next one?
Go ahead.
Did you say slavery was a choice? Wow.
Oh, y'all get crazy on me.
Answer the question. They asked you a question.
I was saying that there were some people that decided to revolt against slavery.
Right.
There were some people that didn't. Right. Mm-hmm. And so those are choices. Now, as a whole, was slavery a choice? No, because you were put into bondage. That's the obvious.
Right,
but once people were put into bondage, there were people who killed not to be in bondage. There were people who jumped off the boat in the Atlantic slave trade that didn't even make it to dock because with their babies because they will not be in bondage.
Yeah. And for our viewers,
and so let
them know where you get and understand that from, so they can know. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Sometimes when we talk about something, they probably just like the question she just asked or whatever, and said, "Wow." You know what I'm saying? Did you say slavery was a choice, and not understanding the content behind what you were saying? And basically, I was just saying, kind of break it down to them real quick.
Okay. What I'm saying is that if you know history, Nat Turner, you got Nat Turner, you have Denmark Vesey. There were, during the moments of slavery, there were tons of revolts of people who chose death over bondage. One of the key lines that Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, says on Black Panther before he dies is to Ajala or Dajala is that he said we have the best doctors, we can say you. He said no. Just throw me in the ocean to be in slavery, in bondage. No, just throw me in the Pacific Ocean. Just throw me in the Atlantic Ocean with all of my ancestors.
Right.
Because he had a choice to be a slave or bondage.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk on the masses, then it's a little bit different.
Right.
But there are people who who revolted against slavery.
So that's what I wanted. I just wanted to get them clarification.
So it's not just that everybody wanted everybody. Yes, slavery was not a choice for the masses, but a lot of people revolted against slavery.
Right. Okay. Let's go, viewers. What we
Go
got?
ahead. Let's go.
What did it say? I can't.
It says Nick says since his mom passed, he has not been the same. Depression is real, and Fat Boy stop making excuses for Ye. LOL.
And you know what? And that is the truth. That is the truth. Once when his mom passed, that's when a lot of craziness started happening.
But if
you know what I'm saying,
I've kind of been a Kanye West fan for a while now, man.
I was at first.
Has always been crazy.
Yeah.
Even listen to this. Like even Jay-Z said this. Like Kanye has always been like this. Jay-Z even said he walked in and told Jay-Z before having an album, I'm the best rapper in Chicago. And Jay-Z looked at him and was
what's so crazy about that?
This is before he even had an album.
But what's so crazy about that?
But this is what I'm saying. This is how wild he was.
It's true.
He always was more. You got Twisted, you got Common.
Now, I mean, I'm just saying, but he had that was just confidence in knowing that he was one of the best in the game.
George Bush don't like black people.
That might be true.
That was wild. I think
that might be true.
This is the thing with us, and this is the thing. We can get to the next topic or whatever. But the thing with us is, it's cool when he say shit we agree with. When he say some shit we don't agree with, it's like, oh, Kanye crazy. But when he say shit like right now, him sitting on live television saying George Bush don't like black people is crazy as shit. But you said that it had some.
How is that crazy though?
Because
how you know that
was one of the ones that made him look crazy.
Does he know? What? Has he met George Bush?
No, at the time he hadn't. Okay. He just said it.
But then I can agree to that.
Because the point of crazy.
Did you what was the next one?
Comments.
No need to what's who's that? Nick? Estevan. Is that Estevan?
That's what I said. Thank you.
What it says?
Estefania Wars. That's Steph. What's up, Steph? No need to be relevant. Kanye is Kanye.
Thank you.
No. Thank you is what she's saying is Kanye don't need to be relevant.
He don't need to, but that's what he does.
Always be relevant because Kanye is Kanye.
He does. That's what he does, though. Even though he don't need to, that's what he does.
Okay.
Right.
All right. You've been on this a lot.
I know, right? We got to get through this. Right? Yeah. People love to entertain his foolishness, and that exactly. User, man, we got a lot of Facebook users. We appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure y'all go to YouTube and hit the subscribe button, y'all, because I mean we see y'all. We want to see y'all names. Hold on, just because they buy his shit doesn't make his personal antics. I mean, why you cover it every time personal antics relevant? It makes him look crazy. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. Next.
I got you on that.
Give me
the people what they want.
Yeah. Exactly. Facebook user. I wish I knew who y'all was. If you go to YouTube and subscribe, we tell you are. Thank you. Thanks again.
Y'all on my ass today, huh?
You can't stay relevant forever, though. That is true. But as long as he's act crazy, he's gonna stay relevant.
Okay, can I say this?
You can't still relevant.
As long as your sneakers outsell Michael Jordan, you'll stay relevant.
This all publicity stunt. Can you say Down to 2 album? Yes. A huge stream. Exactly. Okay. Who's the Kim Leonard? Yes, Kim.
That's Kim.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's Miss Leonard.
And just like I just said, it's like every time he says something, some other thing happen, a new album come out, such and such or whatever, and it blows up. And it's fine. And if that's the tactics and whatever to make his money, that's fine. But don't tell me that he ain't crazy. He crazy.
I mean, I think we all crazy.
I'm about to be crazy if I don't blow up this daggone show.
I think we all got our own crazy. I think that. What else? We got some more?
No. Let's get into the next topic, man. Because Kanye, boy, we done touched some people with
that Kanye. That was a good topic, huh? That was a good topic. Miss Leonard, I love it. I love it.
Yes, we appreciate you guys commenting.
I love it, Carolyn. I know that's you, Facebook user.
Yeah. Curly. That's what you
That's
think it
that's
is?
usually who it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I thought she was on. She had on YouTube before. But anyway, okay. Let's get into this next one.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's go. All right.
Oh, I gotta get into now. I gotta get into relationship
So
mode.
cool mode. Yeah, because we got on our Black Power shit.
Right. Okay. What is a good first date restaurant? And are there are chain restaurants not appropriate?
Mm.
And let me say real quick, this is the reason I actually seen it was actually she was on the show before, and she talked about how um I guess a guy asked her out and took her to a chain restaurant,
Okay.
and she felt like she was worth more than the chain restaurant.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the first date,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Give me some.
Don't start with me because they already been jumping on me all day with the Kanye West stuff. So I'm really gonna say some stuff they don't like. Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that's tough is what restaurant was it? So I can say
I mean, well, you just said chain restaurant.
Because I don't do Red Lobster. So
right, that's a chain. That's a chain restaurant.
So I kind of agree.
So
with
you
that.
think Red Lobster for a first date is
It's a no go.
Oh my God,
That's a no go.
Really?
Hell
no. Okay.
I had.
Is it because you're okay? But answer this. Is it because you're trying to impress that first date?
Nah,
what's the reasoning behind it?
Because Red Lobster is the McDonald's of shellfish. This shit is disgusting. I could find you a cheap boiled crab spot just the same price as Red Lobster.
But that's a chain. That's a chain restaurant.
It may not necessarily be a chain restaurant.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
not
just like a
hole
in the wall.
Hole in the wall spot. I don't know. That's why because it depends though. It depends because sometimes a woman taught me this. Sometimes you could take a woman to say because Ruth Chris is a chain.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? So Ruth Chris is a chain restaurant. California Pizza Shit is a chain restaurant.
Yeah.
Fleming's is a chain restaurant. So what kind of chain? That's what I'm saying. What restaurant was it so I can know? Because there are Morton's is a chain restaurant. Laurie's is a chain restaurant. And these are all quality places.
Laurie's a chain?
Yes.
How many Laurie's we have here?
I think it's 1 or 2 here. It's definitely like 3 or 4 Morton's here. It's like 5 Ruth Chris here. I think the only one we don't have multiple of is Houston's.
It's Houston.
Houston's is a chain.
Yeah.
Papa Do's is a chain.
Yeah.
So what that I'm saying now, I'm naming
So
and these are all good restaurants.
Right. These are good restaurants that you're saying. But
and these are all chain restaurants.
Right.
And so what level of the chain? You give me what was it? Burger King or was it Lobster?
Do it have to from what I understand, the chain restaurant. From what I understand, the chain restaurant was a popular restaurant. I mean, it's not a fast food chain
like Yard House.
Yeah, like Your House or something like that.
I think that's okay for a first date.
Yeah,
I think I don't know though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's okay for a first date just because we kind of getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, one of my greatest first dates ever, I paid $39
for the
first date.
Where'd you go?
So what I did was I met her. We went to the African American Museum at Expo. Right? We chilled there, hung out there for a second, and then I took her. I got a spot called, it's not a chain restaurant, but it's called Reardon's. It's like a bar and grill. It's right on Olympic and it's right on Fig and 6th, like 6th and Fig. And I took her there. I got you I got some wings. We shared, got her a drink. I got myself a drink. It was like $39. And so that wasn't a chain restaurant, but it was one of the greatest dates I've ever had. Then I've also taken a girl to Fleming's and spent like $300 and it was worthless. So I also feel like it's dependent on the date. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you're not all the way into her or depending on what kind of woman she is or whatever, I don't know, Fuel. I don't do Red Lobster though. So I don't do Red Lobster. I'm not a big fan of Yard House. So if I do a chain, it's gonna be like a Fleming's, a Ruth Chris, something like that. I kind of like good restaurants myself.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna take a girl nowhere I wouldn't eat anyway.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But for it to be expected,
yeah.
I don't know how I like that.
I mean, what would you think? Say your house, like you said,
For a first date.
Yes, and that's a chain restaurant, right?
That's a chain restaurant.
What would you
That's
say
not
if
bad.
someone had? But what if the person, the girl you had an attitude because you know,
I would never
and
call
felt
her
like
again.
she was worthy more than that.
I would never call her again because I feel like it's just the first date. There should be many more to come, and if you can't take your house, why would I take you to Ruth Chris? You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If you can't be cool with your house, you don't deserve Ruth Chris. Like you don't go straight to the promotion when you get a job.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Like you got to work a couple of months or whatever to get your first promotion.
I think a first date, I don't care what women, if anything, just appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not paying.
If he took you to Applebee's.
Especially if you ain't paying.
If he take you to Applebee's and it's a nice night, he pay for everything. Like
yeah. And he's doing what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it gives you room to move up. It gives you room to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to start here and then come down here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm start here, I got to go higher maintain. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So for anyone, you ladies out there that feels like, that a guy, doesn't take you to the bombest restaurant and spend $100 and something, on you, whatever, you know what I mean? For your first date,
yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
And I'm not a cheap person at all, but the point is, it's kind of like if I go to if I spend $100 at your house, if I spend $1 at Red Lobster, $100 at Red Lobster, over $100, you know what I'm saying? Then
that's a nice date.
It's a good date. And the point is, the thing is, it's really not about the dinner. It's about the conversation and the company that you have. So if you're looking at it as just who you are and the status of who you are and what you think you are, whatever, and feel like you should be such and such, why didn't you invite him out and you pay for the motherfucking date? Because that's all I'm saying.
That's real talk. But you know what? I realized that I think somebody said in the comment, and I don't want to get on your friend, but that sounds like a materialistic woman to me. Right? Because
that part.
If he can't afford, if you feel you worth more, like you say, invite me out. Or let me know, hey, I really don't even do. Like I tell a girl off the dribble, you take me, I don't do Red Lobster, I don't eat pork.
Right.
We can go anywhere you want to go. I don't do those.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm open to everything else. And I'm gonna let you know. But if she do take me to Red Lobster and pay for the food, I ain't gonna like, I don't eat Red Lobster. It's some bullshit. I'm gonna order what I can have, and I'm gonna be appreciative.
I'm gonna have a good time.
And I'm definitely gonna have a good time. And then the next time
we go out, I'll be like, you know what? We went to such and such last time.
I'm gonna take you to a spot I like.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Or even suggest, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're like, hey, he might be like, hey, you want to go out again this weekend, next weekend? Yeah, but can we go there?
You gotta watch a woman.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Nick said, I'm gonna say this. If you start there, keep it there or move higher. Don't take folks on a first date to impress, and then you can only do McDonald's after.
No, keep it real.
Then keep it real. Exactly.
Keep it real, dog.
No shit. That's what's
for real.
My hubby and my first date was I missed it. My hubby and my first date was Cheesecake Factory.
That's not bad.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
not bad. That's a chain restaurant too.
I like Cheesecake. I like Red Lobster. I like a lot of chain restaurants, whatever, especially on the first date. And if me and her got a good conversation, got something going on, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going somewhere special or whatever, then I'm gonna find something that's different. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go somewhere, and I'm gonna even let her know, like, we going to this classy place, you might want to dress like this, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Make her feel special from that point. Definitely. But if I just met you and we're talking about just going out and I suggest a place, or even if I say, okay, we're going here, you don't like it.
Yeah.
Or if you leave it, or if you're leaving it up to me, don't complain.
Don't complain, please don't. Listen,
you see what I'm saying?
That will get you. Messing with black boy. Messing with black boy. Messing with fat boy. That'll get you removed so damn fast.
Yeah.
Let me let you know, because I'm one of the guys that my brother and them call me for the fly restaurants. So I know all the fly restaurants. But if I take you to a chain restaurant and you show your ass, you have just been deleted.
Exactly. Exactly. You know.
And what I'm gonna do is take a woman I know is lesser than you, 2 Flemings,
And I
just
want
to piss you off.
are there women out there that does the really, I guess
There are.
I just
You gotta
I just
we
learned
just
that's
talked
how I
about one,
brought
yeah.
up the conversation.
No, you have women that feel like they too good for
for
shit.
certain stuff.
I
Yeah.
can't stand a too good for woman.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
can't stand that shit. Not saying that you shouldn't be,
Mhm.
right? You shouldn't be. You are what you
You're
are.
worthy
You're
of what you're
regal.
worthy,
You're
but still
worthy.
there's a
But
thing of
it's an
appreciation.
appreciation thing.
Exactly.
And you never should be too good for something.
Exactly.
I remember when I was a kid, and I'm just gonna go back. Like my grandma was an addict,
Mhm.
right? And grandma might come in for Christmas with socks.
Mhm.
You get me?
Mhm.
But I love those socks. To this day, I tell grandma, give me some socks this year for Christmas, grandma.
Right.
Because
Mhm.
I'm gonna wear them socks every day. I'm
Mhm.
appreciative, and my grandma loved the fact that I'm appreciative. And I say that to say, nobody owes you anything.
Right.
And so for you to, even though you think what you're priceless, right?
Exactly.
But nobody owes you anything. So if I give you if I give you what I can afford, who are you to tell me that I'm less than?
Exactly.
And that's not good enough.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm getting sick of that. Like, what's good and what's not good enough?
Mhm.
If I tried, right? I paid for the dinner. I took you out. I showed you a good time. Now, was it Ruth Chris, or was it the Top Chains? Was it Barton G, or you know what I'm saying? Was it Nobu? No.
But then this is the other thing.
But you gotta work to Nobu.
Yeah, and the other thing is this.
Nobu high as shit.
There's one thing of being worthy, and I understand, you know what I'm saying? All our black women, all women is worthy. Not black, white, Chinese, whatever. Y'all worthy. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is why would you put it out there on social media?
Definitely.
And that's kind of what kind of bothered me. It was kind of like she put it out on social media that put it, he took me to such and such and I don't do chain restaurants. What?
She's single, huh?
That was intention. Yes, exactly.
Of course. That's why she's single.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
women.
Yeah. So that's
shout out. Listen, camera. Hey, that's why y'all single and y'all ain't finding no damn husbands.
Yeah.
Because a real man who will take you to a nice restaurant, the moment he see you like that, he'll never talk to you again.
Exactly.
And what y'all do is y'all miss out on great men because y'all so in your own way. Y'all so caught up into social media and materialistic things. A great first date is a picnic at the motherfucking park. When you bring a wicker basket and you make sandwiches and you bust out the wine and you break the touch rule.
Right.
If you really know about this shit.
Right.
But that's what let me know that you're not looking for love. You're looking for a sponsor.
You're looking basically. Exactly.
You're not looking for a relationship. Anytime you could, because I can take you.
Yourself.
I can take you on a date right now, and it'll be the greatest date you ever went on, and we didn't even touch a restaurant. I can bet you that.
Yeah, and they like I said, if something like that is going on, keep it to yourself.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That kind of segues into our other topic too, man. That you was telling me about, and that's bringing a kid, on their first date. Bringing a kid on a first date. You want me to go in on this? You want to go?
You go ahead. Go ahead. I want to know first. Really, I want to hear what the viewers have to say.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Let us know. Would you take your kid to a first date? Okay, that's the question. Would you take your kid on a first date? Now,
Red Lobster's nasty.
Yeah, that's what Nick
That's
said.
what Nick said.
Oh, I love Red Lobster.
It's
I'll
disgusting.
tear some lobster
It's
up.
It's so nasty.
Anyway, so this is the thing.
Okay.
Okay. Only if we discussed it. If we talked about it and she didn't have a babysitter.
Okay.
And I wanted to really take this woman out. I want to really spend time with her or whatever. And I'd be like, okay, well, bring your kid too. That's fine. I got you.
That's grown man.
That's one. You know what I'm
grown man
saying?
shit.
That's one. But if we plan a date and I come and get you and you bring your kid outside.
Oh yeah, no, definitely was out. That's out. That's all the way out.
Hey,
That's
dog. If you ever do something like that to me, I'm telling you, I'm burning out.
We got a comment. She said, "No, my kids are 24 and 34." Ella, No, for real. Do not bring your grown ass.
I know, right?
Don't do
Definitely don't
that.
bring your
Do not
grown.
bring your grown
Definitely don't
ass
bring your grown
college
kid.
graduate, cum laude, master degree having ass child to my dinner.
Right,
That's
right.
a damn show. No, for real.
For sure. But the thing is it's kind of like if you guys, been talking on the phone or whatever, however long, and y'all been trying to hook up,
So
but the
maybe
time was kind of off. You know what I'm
maybe
saying?
I'm an asshole there.
Well, also you telling me that y'all discussed because you basically experienced this. So you telling me that y'all actually discussed it first. And
Okay, so what happened was, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I called her. I've been calling her for a date. We kind of rescheduled it. She's been busy.
right.
She told me that she has a babysitter from this time to this time.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Set up the date. It's my little spot. I always take it's a little spot I go to.
Yeah, don't tell you.
I ain't gonna tell my business. Right? I ain't gonna tell. So I was about to. I showed
They
about to
there
get
at your
out.
spot.
And so, I call her. Hey, I'm on my way. She's like, well, I gotta bring my daughter because I don't have no babysitter. I'm like, that's tough. And maybe, and this is probably me. I was being immature. You know, you always make me feel bad, right? Because now I'm thinking like, damn, maybe I was an asshole. But I'm thinking like, how my train of thought on this was like, that's not a first date. That's an outing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's certain like you're not gonna have a drink like the drink you would have if your daughter or your son, like, cause she had like a 22-month-old. You know what I'm saying? Like a baby. So you're not gonna drink. You're gonna have to be more focused on the kid. So I was more worried, like, I don't want to take no time from your daughter for sure. And then I don't want.
How old was it? How old was it?
How old is she?
What's the daughter?
The daughter's like 22 months.
Oh.
Like a toddler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what. So it's like it was kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But the way now that you said, I'm like, damn, I probably could have just took her to the park or something and made it like that.
Yeah, or made that plan. If if she has to take them, you make that a different type of plan.
But in my brain, I was like,
you were still trying to impress this one.
No, I stopped trying to impress one a long time ago.
No, well, okay, we're not trying to impress, but you still was trying to go somewhere nice, basically.
Well, I have like nice little spots that aren't expensive,
right?
That I always start you off with,
right.
So I'm a starter date guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take you to lunch. It's gonna be a nice little spot. It ain't gonna be a chain.
Right.
It's gonna be a little nice spot, but dinner may be something different if you make it to dinner.
Right.
Most women don't make it to dinner.
Right. But she did explain to you basically that she was bringing the kid. She told you before.
She did. It wasn't no last minute.
Okay.
I end up rescheduling it, like one of our viewers said.
Reschedule.
I end up rescheduling and I just never went on the date. But I kind of thought I'm such an asshole, y'all.
No.
Because I was thinking more
trying to get a dinner.
Not just that. I was thinking more as like you're not interested. You get what I'm saying? Like you just trying to find a way out. So I don't want you to have to try to find a way out by using your daughter. I just won't even invite you out. But when you said what you said, I'm like, oh shit. She did kind of say she didn't have a babysitter. So it probably was more that she just didn't have a babysitter.
Which on your end had to reschedule.
And on my end, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know how comfortable I am. And then also, I just don't know how comfortable I am with meeting your children, with your child that soon.
Right.
On the first date, I ain't never really spent no time with you. So I don't think I'm comfortable with that.
Right.
But that was my immaturity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm open to say that. But we definitely.
But and it's not totally immature to feel or think that way neither, because you have people that are users and just want to go out on date.
Yeah.
I just want to go out and take their kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the conversation and all depends on the plans, that you basically put forth. If she came out with the kid after y'all made a date or whatever, and she just come out with her kid, that's some disrespectful, crazy shit.
Yeah, definitely.
She don't care, Then too, if she's willing to come with her kid with you,
that also says
something. She digs you for one, you know what I'm saying, or either two, she wants to see how you
react with the baby.
How you react with it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all really talking about hanging out, it's kind of like, hey, this is us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And at some point in time, it ain't gonna just be about me and you. You know what I mean? Period. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like that. But I've never experienced that. No one's ever asked me that, and I would never do it.
Let's get to the comments.
Yeah. No kids. What?
No kids allowed. First of all, you're not
Not
even
even
meeting my kids yet.
yet.
Oh, my mama though,
Right.
Nick. No,
Right,
for
right.
real, Nick. No,
Right.
for real. That's how I
Sure.
felt. But
You know, I have nobody's when I date someone, they haven't met my kid. Like it take almost a year.
I don't take way longer than that.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
been-
I'm talking about if I'm dating you for about a year, that's when you can learn kid.
I've only my daughters have only met one woman that I've dated,
I think my daughter.
and we all know
Yeah.
that I've dated more than one woman.
We all know.
We all know that.
How many girls? My daughter met 2.
Yeah.
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 And that's it.
I try to. I don't think that shit cool. That was another thing too that kind of was like a throw off because I don't think that shit cool. Like I don't think it's you are a package deal.
Yeah.
I get that part of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's cool to be, especially with another man, like your newborn baby around another man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a lot to take
It's
in
a lot
for
to take
something
in
new.
for something
You know what I'm saying? And especially like if she's had if 22 months, less than 2 years old, I mean, you know what I mean? That's kind of iffy.
That's
you
it.
know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
You know, but then like I said though, it's all in the conversation, it's all in the maturity or whatever. If she's thinking that you want to be the man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Then she's basically letting you know this is it. And some women don't tolerate waiting on whatever, however long, whatever the case may be. They ain't got time for that. They want a man and they want to see what you about right now. What are you about now? Nigga, you gonna step to the plate or you gonna be trying to get some ass? What do you want? What is it?
I'm trying to get some ass.
Yeah, that's what you got to tell her.
She got me.
She said my no kids allowed first. What's the other one? She said, hey family. All right, what's up, Renee?
What's up, Renee?
In the house. What's up, baby?
Hey now.
It's good seeing you. Hey,
She
Facebook
said
said what?
fuel.
Can see. I can't see. Can see these young folks right.
Oh yeah. Oh, he said, I can see these young folks bringing their kids, all of them, baby kids. No, for real.
Baby kids, we don't. What is it? Baby kids, we don't what?
Baby
multiply.
Kids, we don't die. We multiply.
No,
No
right?
cap. No, for real.
No stuff.
No, for real.
The
For
truth,
real.
you- Renee said, know him what? Know him first. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Know
for
him
sure.
first. And me, I gotta know
Yeah.
you first.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's kind of like, man, I'm not, no. But I put it this way. I met people's kids even before we went on a date sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Before we went on date. I'm just saying, like, just
Yeah.
naturally, like if we're just, if I'm visiting or something like that or whatever, and they okay with me seeing their kids, being their kids, cool. I'm good with kids. I love kids. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have no more. No, I don't know.
No.
If I might. You never know. But anyway,
I don't want no more, y'all.
Look, I just don't want to disclose.
Yeah. I don't want no more.
But still, you know what I mean? I think that was if that's the way it went down, like you said, I think that was a respectful way of doing it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I wasn't going to disrespect her because I'm a product of a single mom.
Mhm.
So I understand that when you gotta have a babysitter, you gotta have a babysitter. But I just didn't want to, that's a big shoes to fill, especially if the daughter get attached or you know what I'm saying.
Right,
It's a
right.
lot to go on with that. And so I was more or less no. But then when you said that, it's like, okay, I didn't think of it that way.
Right,
I didn't think of it that way.
Right.
And so
right.
sometimes it takes
Sometimes,
these type
yeah,
of
you know what I'm
conversations
saying?
where you have to have it like, oh, okay, I didn't see
Yeah,
it
because
that
sometimes
way.
we are quick.
I thought she was just trying to get over. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and that's
Just
sometimes we are
using-
quick to
yeah.
think that, you know what I mean? Because we do have people who are out there
Yeah.
that's like that.
Trying to get over.
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So man, hey, whew, that was good. That was good. That was good.
That was great.
All right, man. So where's that? Can we hear that?
Yeah, hold on. Make sure y'all like, subscribe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hold on.
y'all like, share, subscribe, man. And click the notification bell on YouTube, man, so y'all can get all of the notifications when the show comes and not just this show, Tender
Yeah.
Tuesday as well, man. Keep us posted, man.
All right, guys. So it's now time for Hey Brother. Hey sister. So in case you guys didn't know, in case you guys didn't know, basically what happens is someone will actually record even on your phone and send us a question of what say for example what you feel about the guys or whatever, and you want to understand, ask the guys a question, and we can ask the women a question or whatever, and we put it out here on the platform, and we'll talk about it. And as our viewers and listeners, you guys can key in on it, and answer it. They might learn something, they might get something out of it. You know what I mean? Learn a different perspective, just like we just
Yes,
did.
yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
did. Yeah.
saying?
Definitely
Learn a
learn
different
something
perspective and whatever, and may help them. All right. So here's the first question for Hey Brother. I don't think I have a Hey Sister this week. So we got a Hey Brother. So let's play the question.
Dear brothers, why it's so easy for y'all to cheat? And when you get caught, you expect us to understand. Or you turn around and try to make us feel like we didn't see what we saw and we didn't hear what we heard. And then you say, oh, insecure or we're too emotional. But bruh, we saw what we saw and we heard what we heard. And if we're emotional or if we're insecure, it's because we all trifling asses. Now I'm going to say this again. Why it's so easy for y'all to cheat? Enlighten us, please. Because if y'all don't get it together, then yes, we love y'all black asses. But if y'all don't get it together, we're going to go by due and tell y'all to call Tyrone.
You better
She went in.
call Tyrone.
Call
him and tell him come on and get
Come
your
on,
shit
come on, come
and
on.
go.
You better call Tyrone. Call him.
But you can't use my phone.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. She went in.
She went in on our black ass.
She went in. She said, why?
She said, why do men cheat?
Why do men cheat? That's a question, man.
That's a good question.
Look at our producer over there, like cleaning his ears. Like, did I hear it right?
I could start. Men cheat for multiple reasons, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Some men cheat because they hoes.
Mm-hmm.
I think most men cheat because they hoes.
Right.
But I also think men cheat because they may not be getting something at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same reason why women cheat. I think there's something that may be absent from the house. Now, is it right? Definitely not. Also, I think men cheat. I was gonna hit y'all with some old black movie shit. It's a dick thing, but no, I ain't gonna hit y'all with that. But no, I just think
go ahead, dog.
I was gonna say men are. I was gonna get on our ass. I think men are a little immature too, and so depending on your level of maturity, depending on your level of maturity, you will be able to communicate and say, hey, babe, hey, I'm not, you're missing doing these things and you're doing these things, and that will prevent the cheating. But I think just men cheat because it's a man thing, honestly. I can't really explain it, and it has to do a lot with immaturity, mainly.
Right.
But it could be that there's something missing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, and the reason why I say it's an immature thing, because a man will let you know what he's feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let you know, hey, look, I don't think that this is working. And so he won't cheat because he'll end it before he has to cheat. And so I do think that it is a level of maturity there.
Now, did I get this right? Did she say, hey, black man?
Yes, she was talking to niggas. She was talking,
but she did say black asses, right?
She said black asses.
Okay, and the question is why is it just us? Why couldn't it be like, why do men in general cheat? Because we're not the only ones that cheat.
Black men do cheat their ass off, though.
Well, I guess she just wanted to know because she probably just date black men.
Yeah,
so
she date black men.
So I get it.
We players
I get
too.
it. I get caller. I get it. I think
we players too.
Yeah.
I think a lot goes into it, but I think it's just immaturity, bro.
No, okay.
The reason why I say immaturity, because if you're a player, you'll stay single, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, and you're in a relationship and you're not happy, you will communicate that right before you cheat. Mm-hmm. So I do still, because I think when I cheated, it was immature. I was immature because I didn't know how to properly articulate my emotions or communicate my emotions. You get what I'm saying? And so instead of saying I wasn't happy, I went out and cheat, which made me a cheater, right? That was the immature decision. When later on I learned all I really had to do was, if I was going to seek another woman,
Right.
I should just told her, broke it off, and then went forward, because it is not cheating when you're single.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I mean by, but it could be absence of something that you're doing. But even then, I think that there's a level of immaturity there, because if you're not doing something if you're not doing something or you're doing something I don't like, or not doing something I do like, and I don't communicate it to you and go out and cheat, that's immature. That's irresponsible.
Right.
Because I could have let you know before I made that.
Right.
And so I think it's just a maturity thing.
Okay. What we got for the comments real quick? Our viewer says, she's laughing. Renee Tyson, what you laughing about? Talk to us. Insecure. Do men feel? Go ahead, click it. I didn't see it. Do men feel obligated as well? Okay. Big Lou's in the house. What's up, Big Lou? That's my dog. Hey, that's
Big Lou.
We was players back in the day.
It says
sometimes the side piece can turn out to be the best piece.
Book coming soon. Hey, brother. Hey,
the side piece is the best piece. Nigga, write that shit.
I like that. I do like that. But at the same time, I think that she's only the best piece because she's the side piece, right? I think that
she's not
the
working.
main thing.
Yeah, she's not.
Right?
She's
not that she's worth it. I think the moment that she becomes the main course,
she's not wifey material.
Nah, it's not even that she's not wifey material. I think because she's the side piece, all she has to do is be there on these moments.
Right.
Your main chick has to be there when you ain't good, when you broke, you have nothing. And so, yes, she always gonna be happy when you see your side piece, because you see her, you always happy. Does that make sense?
Yep, but is that why you cheat?
No, I think that's.
Is that why men cheat? That's the question.
No. I was commenting on.
The side piece.
I was talking about side piece. But yeah, definitely why.
But that's kind of like what his is. The side piece is the best piece.
Yeah, that's but why I don't think that's
why men cheat.
Nah, because then your side piece, when you cheat on, I said that when you leave your wife for your side piece, she's gonna be just like your wife.
She ain't trying to spend
that's
that
the point that I'm trying to say. Right. So of course the side piece is gonna be the best piece, because she don't have no damn obligation. Right. She don't have no real responsibility. You only come when she comes. You know what I'm saying? And so yes, it'll make it easier for you to cheat.
Right.
But then if you was to flip and make that girl your main girl, you would be cheating on her as well.
Yeah.
So it still goes back to your maturity.
Right. Okay. I got you. Now,
go ahead. Yeah.
My answer to the caller. And this may be because of just bad experience, and I hope I ain't mess. Well, actually, I can't mess up the game because the game to change.
Yeah.
So the game to change. The game is sold already. But one reason I think a lot of guys cheat, not the fact that that's not a reason for everyone, but a lot of reasons for a lot of guys that cheat too is a status thing for their friends around them, the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I
never thought about that.
Oh yeah,
to be a player,
to be a player.
Like a player.
Look like what I'm saying. Like I got this girl, I got that girl, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's just to look like something in front of everybody else or whatever.
But that's immaturity.
That's immaturity.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Wouldn't that be immaturity?
And we've all been immature.
Right? Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one reason why they would cheat. It's nothing really to do with that person, with the girl. There's nothing wrong with the woman or whatever. Sometimes it's not even about that. It's just about the fact that, they got friends that goes out with other women, and then, they have maybe 1, 2, or 3 other girls or whatever, and you want to try to prove your point,
Like I can have 2 or 3 too.
Yeah, I can have 2 or 3 too. You know what I'm saying?
Don't throw away your family, fella.
You know what I'm saying? And that's basically, really what it comes down to. What we got? I see some implication. Sometimes the side piece can be.
We read that one.
Oh, we did.
What's that one?
Go ahead.
Feel you need to prove your manhood with women, or that you are popular with your swag. Facts.
Exactly.
Man.
That's exactly what I was just saying.
Yeah. Was saying, yeah. But that still goes, like I said, that's still a maturity thing, right?
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yeah. And that's the
Maturity.
thing. Yeah, it's a maturity, and it is
It's
a peer
all
pressure
maturity.
with
Yeah.
guys. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely peer pressure.
So I hope we answer your question and kind of shed a little light on your question, caller.
But that's a great one. I never thought
that
about
is.
the pressure of the peers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my
I mean,
brother,
because
the
I
reason
know when
why
I
I'm this
came
way.
up, man, and as you can see my boy Lou on there, it wasn't a competition, but it was kind of like we just basically, and plus we was in the music business too, so it was kind of like one of those, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just one of those
Turn
things.
off the light.
It was one of those things, dog, you know what I'm saying? I mean, man, we did some wild stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, hold on, Phil. Hold up.
Hey, dog, I was young. But anyway, that's really one of the reasons. That's what I feel
That's
is
a big reason.
is that
That's a
pure
big
pressure
reason,
and just having somebody else around, your other friends, your other single friends. Now, this is when things change. When you get older and you have married friends, sometimes you want that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you see now.
Yeah.
And they not kicking it out there with you like that or whatever. And you might, not want you be like, man, shit, I get a girl too, so we can double date.
You want a
blah, blah, blah.
cupcake Tuesday,
You know what I'm saying?
You want to lick the bowl.
You know what I mean? So it does, like you said, it does have a lot with to do with maturity.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Definitely.
What we got here? Luke cracking up.
Yeah, y'all got okay, I got Gussie. Hey, Gussie Gus. Hey, Gussie Gus.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
She said, men cheat because they choose to. They can't seem to find everything they need in one woman. I will give you that. I'll give you that. But then, like I said, it goes back to your maturity level, right?
Yeah, sometimes, you get at a certain age.
My young partner told me something that he said, you're not going to find everything you want in a woman.
In one woman.
In one woman. But your job is to see the things that you like in her and accept those. You get what I'm saying? And work with that. Because nobody's ever going to be perfect. You're never going to find Mrs. Right. You're never going to find Mr. Right. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And so you're going to have to compromise.
Really?
That's basically what he was saying. Because you're not going to, and I think that's the issue we have. We think, in women too, we think that there's this perfect person for us. And we may let a bunch of people go by because we're looking for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right.
That is one of our mistakes.
And you get what I'm saying? And we may miss the boat because we wasn't really the compromise. Maybe she not as sexy as you like, but she cooks, she cleans. You know what I'm saying? She do all these things, but she not a freak.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
This is the thing though. You know what I'm saying? But you know that you're gonna know that early ahead. Why make that commitment if you're basically knowing that that's what you want? And if you basically have that already with her and had that discussion with her, look, babe, I like a freak. You know what I'm saying? And you're not freaking me or whatever the case may be. That's a warning right there, ladies, to know that he's gonna go and mess with her. He's gonna find
definitely gonna go find.
He's gonna find a freak.
But that's if he's not, like I said, if he's like.
But now if he compromise and get the freak out of
exactly, because
you know what I'm saying? Now
a man who's mature and understand that he's not gonna find anything better than this, he's gonna bring the freak out of her. You get what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, he's not going to say, well, she ain't no freak. That closes the deal. Because a man that's mature and understand that I can bring that out of her.
Exactly.
Right? It's certain things that I can put into her.
Power that we have.
It's certain things that I can put into her, but there's certain things that I can't.
Yeah.
And so the things that you can put into her, you say, okay, look, accept things that she has already. Yeah. And you say, oh, I can give her this. I can give her that. I can give her this. And that will prevent from what Gussie said is us thinking that the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, I brought the freak out of women.
That's what I often do.
They've been kind of like quiet and to themselves, a little conservative, whatever, and just do the normal straight. No, we got some things to do.
I got some.
We got a little something for you. What do you say? Hey, Gussie. Hey, says
Renee said exactly.
Speak on it.
Gussie says speak on it. Okay,
that's what's up. Yeah. So There's another one.
Oh yeah, save it for the book.
Oh,
Okay,
look.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I ain't gonna tell the whole thing, Blue. I ain't gonna tell the whole thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving a little
Hey,
taste of something.
You almost gave it all
Oh,
away.
wait.
He almost gave it all away.
No, but it's real talk though. It's real talk. Basically, you know what I'm saying? It's a peer pressure thing.
She said, "You sound crazy. Some of you don't deserve the freak."
Oh, shoot. Who you talking to, Gus? You must be talking to Fat Boy.
Here you go. Here you go. Yeah. Here you go. We started early. Yeah. You
ain't
started
talking
early,
to me.
y'all.
You ain't talking to me,
early,
Gussie.
y'all.
Luke said the conversation goes back to side piece. Every woman can be taught. Oh, that is true. That is true.
It's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Every
also
woman
on
can
the
be
level.
true, but that's on you.
That's also on her level of maturity, though, because if she open, she can't be taught. I think anybody can be willing to learn, but she has to be willing to learn.
Willing to learn.
She has to be willing to be taught.
That part, yeah.
I don't think that.
But if everyone isn't or whatever, I mean, then yeah, that's basically on you. You're gonna just use her for everything else, whatever, and then freak with somebody else. Save it for the book.
Yeah, say that for the book. No, because it was about to get real thick in here. I was about to say, well, you could.
But what we could do, you know what I'm saying? Chapter number.
Hey, no, for real, no.
Yeah, man. But and just to kind of like clear it up though, for our caller that was asking, you know, the thing
Why do
is
we cheat?
one of the reasons, this is basically from my experience of why most guys cheat is because sometimes when they're with their friends are single and they're doing things, you want to do it too.
You say
You
peer
know
pressure.
what I'm saying?
Peer pressure.
The whole peer pressure, status quo, I guess, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to how many girls you got, that type of thing, whatever, who likes you, and you know, like, you know, thinking that you're just as handsome or nice looking as the next guy, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, when we were young in the club, dude, it was unheard of for any of us to leave that club with less than 4 numbers.
Oh,
with less. No, for my boys, for the cast that I hung with, right? It was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Your game had to be tight. You have, and I can't talk none of the shit I used to talk back in the day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just lost it. I just matured and my mind and kind of grown into some more, you know, other serious shit now.
I got put your number in my phone.
But when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you just really didn't know what you want, really, and then you don't know if you got that one. Because you got one that does this and one that does that, the other does this, does that, or whatever. You know, you wasn't knowing the whole, you know, I can teach this one, that one, I can teach that one. You wasn't knowing that type of thing then. But when you get older, it's kind of like, okay, you know, I got to get real.
Gotta get real, yeah.
You know, and I got to see, you know, if it's her maturity up to par as mine.
And
you know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
I think the number one answer for it is just for the question is, why do men cheat? Why do black men cheat? Is immaturity, I think. Right? Because I think anybody who succumbs to peer pressure, right, is still have some growing to do.
Yeah.
I think anyone who can't communicate that you have something missing and rather cheat than communicate and leave, right? Because I feel like a grown up is just going to remove themselves from the situation. Right. And so I think that the number one thing has to do with just, is he mature enough?
Right.
If he think he's still blase player and he's young, and then he's going to operate a certain way. Right. And the same for women. But if he's comfortable with himself and understands what a man is, he's mature, he's going to bring the shit to the table, let it be known. And he doesn't have to cheat because he will remove himself before he has to.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I think that because right now, like you said, I can't peer pressure you into dating another to get numbers.
Right.
At this age, because
right
you
now,
mature,
I'm like, you do your shit, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me do me. You know what I'm saying?
So I think that I think really it's immaturity.
Exactly.
Right. And not being able to properly or articulate your emotions or communicate your emotions.
And don't get it twisted, you ladies. Men can be in their 40s and still be immature.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you're questioning that as to older men or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's because of immaturity. It's because they don't, you know, for one, I feel like they don't respect you for whatever that you know have to bring to the table or whatever, and they're immature still. You know what I'm saying? So that's why men cheat. We full of bullshit. Hold on, hold on. Renee
Renee said
said,
you were full of bullshit.
no, she said that goes both ways. Save it for the book, bro.
No,
You
for real,
give
you
it
gotta
too
save it
much.
for the
Am I
book.
doing too much, dog? She said, you were full of bullshit. Yeah, she's talking about you, fat boy, not me. No, I'm just telling you, I'm
Bro, I
bullshit.
was. Definitely
I
was.
was, but I probably was when I was younger too. What was the last one? The man could be going
Through
through
a
a middle
midlife crisis?
Yeah, right, Lou.
Yeah. All right. We gonna go. You ain't about to get us killed.
Yeah,
right.
right.
We ain't gonna go with that one.
Yeah. That's hey, what chapter is that, Lou?
Chapter 5.
That's
midlife
5. Yeah, we
crisis.
gotta get that early. We gotta put that in early, so y'all understand. You know, by the time you get to the end
No,
or
for
whatever.
real.
The man could be going through it. Oh, that's it. Okay, all right, man. So that's gonna do it for us, you guys. For hey, bruh, hey, sis, and if you guys want to send us a recording, send it to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. That's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. You can tape your recording on your phones. Everybody have phones. Just ask a question. It can be like, we want to try to keep it at least less than a minute, maybe.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Just so it'll go through your emails and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But if you have a better way to sending it, through Dropbox or however that you want to do or whatever, send it that way. But it's easier if you do it with your phone. We don't mind. We'll get it and we will talk about it on the show. And we appreciate you guys that tapped in and commented, and maybe, she heard, something that she might, can get with and understand,
And tell your friend stop being like that.
Which one?
The one you follow on Facebook. She ain't gonna find a good man like that.
Oh, well, I don't follow on nobody on Facebook.
I'm talking about the one we got the post, the one that said about the chain restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah, tell her she gotta stop that shit.
Oh, the chain, yeah.
So that's a huge why she's single.
Yeah.
Big part of her single.
I think that's the wrong attitude to have.
That's a
completely,
horrible
man.
attitude.
That's a horrible attitude.
You will never meet a good man like
so
that.
yeah. So if you see this, comment in there too. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we missed something. Maybe it was something about it that that date or whatever that we probably missed. I don't know. But you might think he was a big baller and you went to a chain restaurant and mad that he went to a chain. Yeah. You know what I'm
but
saying?
what if that's his test?
Exactly. You just never know. Exactly. All right, we're last
we got one more comment.
one more before we leave, and
All
then
right.
we can get out of here, y'all. Love taking notes.
Luke taking notes. He said chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Hey, we appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all share this, y'all.
Yeah.
Share today's show. Share it. We're trying to get our numbers up to subscribe on YouTube, of course. You know what I mean? We working hard up in here. You know what I'm saying? Help a black man. Help a black man. You know what I'm saying? Support. Because we love the fact that you guys have been on here and commenting, talking to us, man. We love y'all every week. We see y'all again next week. And remember,
I was looking and reading. All right.
I knew you were ready.
I go. You ready?
And remember. When people talk behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
We out of here.
We'll get it right next time.
We'll get it right next time for sure.
It's a new year. It's a new day. Every week, we want to know your reasons why.
From Arizona to Los Angeles, I watch Reasons.
From Dallas to LA.
From Kansas City all the way to LA.
From KC
to Florida to LA. We watch Reasons. And it starts now.